Christopher Columbus landed first in the New World at the island of San Salvador, and after praising God, inquired urgently for gold. The natives, Red Indians, were peaceable and friendly and directed him to Haiti, a large island, nearly as large as Ireland, rich, they said, in the yellow metal. He sailed to Haiti. One of his ships being wrecked, the Haitian Indians helped him so willingly that very little was lost, and of the articles which they brought on shore, not one was stolen. The Spaniards, the most advanced Europeans of their day, annexed the island, called it Hispaniola, and took the backward natives under their protection. They introduced Christianity, forced labor in mines, murder, rape, bloodhounds, strange diseases, and artificial famine by the destruction of cultivation to starve the rebellious. These and other requirements of the higher civilization reduced the native population from an estimated 500,000, perhaps 1 million, to 60,000 in 15 years.
And thus it is that Dr. CLR James, a very distinguished scholar, reads the first 2 paragraphs of his prologue, a remarkable book, a classic, The Black Jacobins, which deals with the Toussaint Louverture-led Black Slave Rebellion in San Domingo 2 years after the French.
Hi, I'm Kayla Bush, and I'm a history graduate student specializing in African American and Africana studies. Today, we embark on a journey into the heart of Black resistance and revolution with a focus on seminal work in Africana studies. That seminal work is CLR James's The Black Jacobins, Toussaint Louverture, and the San Domingo Revolution. This book is not just a historical account, it's a testament to the power of Black agency and the transformative potential of Black Marxist theory, something that CLR James, as a Trinidadian writer, historian, and political activist, employs as the narrative backbone. But before we explore into the text, let's unpack some of the important dates. Two of the important dates that you should remember are August 14th, 1791, when the Haitian Revolution begins, with the Boiscaima ceremony, Boiscaima, French word, a gathering of enslaved Africans led by Duty Boukman, marking the start of a widespread uprising against French colonial rule in San Domingo. And then January 1st, 1804, Haiti declares independence and becomes the first independent Black republic in the Western Hemisphere after defeating French, Spanish, and British colonial forces. Some key terms that we should pay attention to are Black Marxism. It's a theoretical framework that integrates race, class, and colonialism into the Marxist analysis. For students who haven't explored what Marxism is, it was founded by Karl Marx and Frederick, please forgive me, I can't think of his name, but it was founded in the 19th century, and basically what it does is kind of explains what happens when capitalism and imperialism exploit labor, and it creates this class struggle which fights against people of the working class against the elites, and it really makes a separation that is unbearable for them to continue to work in, and it really causes protest, it causes revolts, and it says that, according to Karl Marx and other scholars of Eurocentric or Western white scholars, a very traditional narrative, that it affects people by class, but not by race and not by gender, and only by class, and it neglects to incorporate the ways in which capitalism affects those of color and affects those of a different gender other than man. So yes, Black Marxism is basically like the fight. Well, it's the exact opposite, where it says that capitalism not only exploits people, the working class of labor and resources and things like that, but it exploits them and people that are Black against colonial rule and slavery, and their oppressors are oppressing them in ways that, you know, their white counterparts aren't being, like Black men aren't, their white counterparts aren't being oppressed in these ways. And so it just really focuses on the Black and marginalized communities that are facing oppression from colonial rule and slavery. And Black Marxism emphasizes the unique experiences and struggles of Black communities within the context of capitalist societies. Haitian Revolution, a revolutionary struggle led by enslaved Africans in the French colony of Saint Domingo against colonial rule and slavery. It resulted in the establishment of Haiti as the first Black republic in the Western Hemisphere. We cannot emphasize that enough. January 1st, 1804, Haiti became the first independent Black republic in the Western Hemisphere. Another key term along with the Haitian Revolution is economic determinism, the belief that economic factors such as the mode of production and class relations primarily determine the course of historical development, which also is, so economic determinism is important to Marxist theory as well as Black Marxism. Anything that's important to Marxist theory is important to Black Marxism. You just have to include race, include intersectionality. So, and then the proletarian revolution is a revolution led by the working class, which I've been speaking of, are called the proletariats, and then the capitalists are called the bourgeoisie. And there's this constant struggle of class between the two, which calls this these protests and this resistance against labor, the exploitation of labor, and they establish socialism or communism. Now let's explore why understanding Black Marxism and the Haitian Revolution is crucial for our understanding of Africana studies and the broader history of resistance. The importance of Black Marxism and Haitian Revolution. The Haitian Revolution, as depicted in the Black Jacobins, challenges traditional narratives of history by centering the agency and resistance of Black people. It shows us that history is not just made by kings and generals, but by ordinary people fighting for freedom and dignity. And some of the key ideas and figures within this is, let's briefly touch up on that. We have Toussaint Louverture, who is the former slave who became the leader of the Haitian Revolution. Toussaint embodied the spirit of Black liberation and defiance against colonial oppression. You have the slave revolts and resistance. James vividly portrays the various forms of resistance undertaken by enslaved Africans, from slave revolts to guerrilla warfare, highlighting the resilience and determination of Black communities. Intersectionality. We have that the Black Jacobins demonstrates how race, class, and colonialism intersect to shape the experiences of Black people. It challenges us to adopt the intersectional approach to understanding the oppression and liberation. And the global impact. The Haitian Revolution inspired enslaved and oppressed peoples worldwide to resist colonial rule and fight for their rights, leaving a lasting legacy of anti-imperialist and anti-racist struggle. And often in the text, there's often evidence of how, you know, the enslaved of Saint Domingo were using the American Revolution and the French Revolution, which had just ended, to help them rise up against colonial rule in Saint Domingo at that time. And then that also reflects back in the American Civil War. Evidence of Black Marxism to reflect on from the book. On page 85, the slaves worked the land, and like revolutionary peasants everywhere, they aimed at the extermination of their oppressors. Page 361, but neither Dessalines' army nor his ferocity won the victory. It was the people. They burned Saint Domingo flat so that at the end of the war, it was a charred desert. "Why do you burn everything?" asked a French officer, a prisoner. We have a right to burn what we cultivate because a man has a right to dispose of his own labor. In conclusion, the Black Jacobins not only provides us with a rich historical narrative, but it also serves as a call to action for Black liberation and social justice. By embracing Black Marxism and studying the Haitian Revolution, we honor